Where will he go? Zaldon Rust and play the ball and he finds Jean on the edge of the area. Jean with the shot.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar, where in today's episode you can see who we've been drawn against, none other than Real Sociedad. What a club to pull. Where would we be without Real Sociedad? Well, in fact, you would not be watching this video if you are watching this video without Real Sociedad. They are the reason why this channel exists. You know, one night I was out in Barcelona, in fact, and I saw a Real Sociedad game, and they scored in the first like 4 or 5 minutes at the Anoeta. Absolutely incredible. Brais Mendes got that goal, and it was just incredible, absolutely incredible. Today we go to the Real San Sebastian Stadium, which was opened in 2034, so not the Anoeta, which I assume has been just kind of retired now. It's called the Real Arena, but we had many good games there whilst we were there, as you can see there. Quite a modern stadium. 1993 it was open, so it's quite interesting that they've changed, but nice to see that they are expanding. We come up against them today in this quarter final. I did say last episode that out of the teams we could have drawn, I would have liked Real Sociedad or Bayern Munich. I would have also liked Atletico Madrid as well, but I think we've got a good tie here. It will be a really good game. If you're going to take a look at the rest of the bracket, if that's what you're interested in, we would play the winner of either Man City or Atletico Madrid. So two teams who, you know, we have played in the last year. We played both of them, and we would like to inflict a bit of revenge on Man City or also beat Atletico Madrid. It's the other side of the bracket which we are lucky to have missed. Really competitive side, as you can see there. So we would like to, you know, obviously go on and advance today. It is going to be a tough game, but we are playing some incredible football at the moment, so there's no reason why we can't go on and do it. So obviously with these big games, we have to do a little bit of a preview. Our form going into these games. Obviously we lost a game in between there, a 0-0 draw against Dynamo Kiev, but luckily they've managed to drop off a little bit. So a 3-0 win, a 5-0 win, and we also beat Kiev in the Ukrainian Cup semi-final. We have gone 5 points clear with 7 games left to go. It's been a very tight contest this year. We have had not a bad season at all, but Dynamo Kiev have been really good, but they lost a game recently to Krivas, who are trying to catch up, but it doesn't look like they will, which is why we have gone clear. Now, any other interesting things before we take a look at our opposition? I know what it is. If we take a look at this email we've received, Yaroslav Shevchenko, the record league goal scorer for Shakhtar. I don't know if that's an overall record. I've been trying to look for it, but I can't find it. It was held before by Kuzminik, and Shevchenko has gone and overtaken it. So they both just keep overtaking each other, because it was Kuzminik. But then he will probably score a few goals. He's got 10 league goals there, as you can see. Obviously, he is retiring at the end of the. Or is he not retiring? Is he retiring? We'll have to see. I can't see anywhere that says he is retiring, but he definitely did say he was going to be. If we take a look on the bench, he is retiring at the end of the year. So if he could end the season with that, I think Shevchenko probably will overtake him, but that would be nice, and at least he's broken that record. The amount of goals that have come between them, I mean, how many Shevchenko scored in our time that I've been here? If we take a look, we came in 2034, 2035, 36, so 23, 30, 35, 36, 37. He scored 211, so that is 173 league goals, if I've done that correctly, scored with us. Big game player alongside Kuzminik. Both of them need to turn up today. If we take a look at the opposition who we're playing against today, first of all, we should probably look at their league phase and how they did. They did just finish outside of the playoffs, so I said they had a bit of a worse season, but I guess they didn't. Usually they are quite comfortably up here. 5 wins, against Real Madrid, most notably a draw against PSG, and then 2 losses away against Porto and Man City in the league. How they're doing? They started the season really high flying, a really good start, and they're actually second based on, they've got 2 games in hand, so they could actually go back top. A really really good team, really really good team that we come up against today. In terms of the scouting report and what's that saying, if we go and take a look, good chances from set pieces. That's something we can definitely prevent. Quite a fast team by the looks of it, which is, I feel like we've got quite fast players in this team. It will be important with the centre backs, how that works, but they are quite a small team as well, as you can see here. It says they make good chances, but they don't win their headers and stuff like that. So we can really, go and beat them with that. And as you can see here, much more physical squad that we have, but if we can get the pace right as well, we can minimise that threat. The analysts report a lot of their chances coming from in the middle of the box, as you can see here, getting their shots away really well there. And I think it's going to be a similar situation to the Real Madrid game, what we played. I think it will be. What is this guy's numbers? So he's not putting in the best numbers. 19-year-old Norwegian international, as you can see here, he's come from Rosenborg. He could be a key player in there in that midfield. I'm looking at Mikel Franco. He's quite an important player who has been a big player for quite a number of years. As you can see there, he's been there all of his career. I'm just trying to think who is potentially the player who is going to get a lot of the numbers and, get these goals in the middle. They've got quite an old squad, as you can see here, so lots of experience. But I'm not sure who is the player potentially who's getting a lot of these goals and stuff. There doesn't look like it's a specific player. Potentially might just be the player in the hole here. As you can see, I'm not sure if they're missing anyone. If we go and take a look, they're missing one player out here. Yeah, this could actually be, yeah, look at that, look at them numbers there. That is definitely the player who they're missing, out with a groin strain. That could be a massive for us. And then also a holding player there, as you can see, a really experienced squad. It looks good that they're missing that player for us, and particularly if we can get our maybe it will be Lind probably, if we can get him on that player in the hole and just minimize his threat, because he's not obviously the first choice, but we want to stop him because of that. We want to exploit the fact that he hasn't had loads of experience. It definitely could be important going forward here in this game, so we're looking at trying to defend that. I think in this first leg away from home, it might be quite a bold tactic, but what I think we have to do is really try and be conservative in how we play with the possession. I think it could be the way to go, because we can't expect to have lots of possession. So I think it might be that we have to make our possession for ourselves, really short chances, work it into the box in the hopes that we can get a few goals and just take that possession out of their path, because if they set up, they're forced to set up in a way that will be kind of on the counter, and that will be really frustrating for them, and definitely could be the way to definitely start this first game, even in the first half. We'll have to look to do that. Real Sociedad in the quarter final. It's going to be a very good game, and a very special club in my heart. But at the end of the day, we've got a job to do. It's the Champions League quarter final against Real Sociedad. So the team for this game against Real Sociedad, we've got everyone bar Cambindo out with suspension today, but a fully rested, fully ready to go squad, which starts with McGonagall in goal, a backline of Popov, Lozano, Ikac and Cortazar, Lind and Palladino in the middle. We've got Rodrigo and Jean on the wings, and Shevchenko and Zeldin Rust up top. As the two teams walk out here in the Real San Sebastian Stadium, we are ready to go for this game. We know the drill in these away legs. A draw or better is what we want to come away with, and I think we're going to set up well for this. The key the key tactical decisions that we've gone for: shorter passing. We want to be a little bit more conservative. The tempo decreases a little bit, just so we can, be a bit, just, I think we need a bit more calm. I think it's been an issue with us. We've been, a bit frantic sometimes on the ball, and just to implement that could be a difference maker today. And Lind has got the role of man marking that the position, the holding, not the holding midfielder, the player in the hole. So if we take a look here, there he is. He's trying to advance quite a bit, but he needs to pick up the player in the hole. And we're also sitting a little bit narrower, because it's clear that a lot of the players are going to come from through the middle. One of the wingers playing inverted, so he's going to kind of come to the middle a little bit, and I think it will be an important factor here in this game. So definitely what we want to do. They're sitting quite deep in terms of how they set up defensively, so that could be an interesting thing in terms of how we break those lines. Jean, lovely ball, he finds Lind, into Rodrigo, he spins his man, Rodrigo with the shot, he's hit the post. What a goal that would have been. He spins his man and just hits the post. A good start to this game from us here. Zeldenrus is going to look to play in, a ball in near post, no one's there, but Lozano puts it back in, it just goes over the bar there. Nice early chances for us here in this game, exactly what we need to start this game. Exactly the right mentality to have, just getting those chances away. And in particular, the notable thing is, look at our possession stats. We have got the ball, and I'm not a huge emphasizer on having the ball, but in cases like this, I mean, you have to have the ball to make chances in particular, and this is an effective use of it, I think. And we have the ball here, and Jean is cutting in. He goes all the way, and it's forced to save out of the Real Sociedad goalkeeper there. Amazing start to this first half from us, and we really need to continue all the way into half-time, try and find that goal, and that would set us up in a really, really good position. Zeldenrus near post, will he find Lozano? He doesn't, but it falls to him now. He squares it. Shevchenko's in there. He's not able to convert, and then Cortez, it's just hit behind. I thought that was going to creep in then, but luckily for the Real Sociedad goalkeeper, it is tipped in. Zeldenrust with 17 assists, by the way. He plays that role so well. I think a creative role is the one for him. Near post, who's going to get there? Cortazar doesn't. It falls back to Rodrigo, who could find Zeldenrust here. Or he does find Zeldenrust. Lovely ball. He squares it. Shevchenko is there. It's offside. In the end, Zeldenrust, I think that deeper role, I can see why he doesn't score as many goals, because we play him deeper and it makes sense. I would like a few more goals out of him, but look at that, 26 goals and assists. He make those chances, and that's why Shevchenko scores as much as he does. It is very important, and he's involved in all this creative play that we have. Very, very important player for us, and I can't complain. I really can't complain. Pop up with the ball in, back post, who's there? Ikac goes up, or doesn't go up for it. He's decided to just leave it, and it goes into the hands of the Real Sociedad goalkeeper. Maybe our first instance of defending here in this game. It's a long ball over the top. Headers need to be won. Ikac does exactly that. It falls to Shevchenko here. It's a lovely header and a lovely touch to pick up that ball there. Jean, Cortazar, all combining, it falls back to Ikac here, back into Jean. Where will he go now? He's in a bit of a deeper role, but he can just run and run with that ball. Tries to switch over to this side, get Rodrigo involved and Popov. They haven't seen much of the ball here. See what they can do. Rodrigo could set off Popov, or he could go by himself. The little man down this left side, he goes back to Lozano. I mean, I'm happy to wait and see this build up and play, just so long as we don't have any errors. That would be a little bit annoying if we have all this possession and then there's an errors. I think that's what can be the frustrating thing in playing in this way. Lovely ball through to Palladino. Can he square it? He does. Zeldenrust, will he put the shot in? He does. 1-0 here in this game. And as we were talking about Zeldenrust not scoring, of course he had to go and score, didn't he? He has to go and do it because he's heard me say it, and that is 1-0 here in this game. What an incredible first half from us. We have been absolutely all over Real Sociedad. They've not been able to stop our threat at all, and this has been the perfect first half. We have not let them into the game at all. We've not even let them get a shot away. We've had a complacency that's been a big problem for us, to just let goals in when we're leading, and so far it's been so good. But Real Sociedad might have a chance to attack here. It's a ball into the middle. There's that striker that we were on about, Mikel Franco. He wins that ball back in a bit of a deeper position, and he just picks it up in behind. Absolutely undone at the start of this second half, and that is 1-1 here in this game. We cannot be frustrated. Well, we can be frustrated with how we've defended, but we can't stay frustrated too long. There's a whole other half here, and if we continue to play how we did in that first half, then we should have no problems, even potentially picking up a win here in this game. And the momentum is swinging back to us. We've got the possession. For a team who play a control possession tactic, they have not seen any of the ball at all here in this game. Now, we've got to be careful with yellow cards and stuff like that. We don't want players suspended. That is definitely a problem that we have, as Real Sociedad have a free kick here. The chance to do something. It's a free kick straight in, it's hit the crossbar. That's the big threat for them. Mikel Franco, we should probably go and put a player on him, because you know those balls in behind, he's got to be tracked a little bit better. We'll go and we'll go tell Lozano, you know, to mark that position there. And I think we ring off Palladino, Puchkov on, and then I think we have to bring Shevchenko off for Kuzmini. We know it. Kuzmini can do a job anyway. When we need to call on him, he can go and do it. We've been forced into quite a... The lines are a lot more, you know, thinner here, as you can see, but it's worked effectively. We've retained the ball. We've killed this game off for Real Sociedad. Is there even potentially a winning goal here in this game? We'll have to go and see in the final moments of this first leg. I must admit, I'm very happy with how we've performed. I know it's a 1-1 it's 1-1 at the moment. I know we should really have more goals for how we've performed, but if we play like this in the second leg, we should have no cause for concern. Is there going to be a final chance here potentially to snatch a winner? Zeldin Rust with a corner. Who's going to get up? Is it Lozano? No quarters are, but could be Lozano. Who is going to get up? Zeldin Rust taking his time. He finally plays the ball in near post. Lozano is there. It just goes wide. How unlucky is that from Lozano? But this is positive. Exactly what we need. And now it's on to the second leg. And your team for the second leg at the Donbass Arena starts with McGonigal in goal, backline of Cambindo, Lozano, Ikac and Lebedev. Now the other fullback is suspended. We've got Linden, Palladino in the middle, Rodrigo and Jean on the wings, and Shevchenko and Zeldin Rust up top. As the two teams walk out here, we are ready for action. In the Donbass Arena, it's going to be a massive game. We could have got a win in that first leg, but you know what, if it takes the second leg at home, we said a draw or better, and we got the draw. So now the task is we go and do it at home. We are playing, we've literally not changed any of the tactics. It's exactly the same tactics that we basically always play, and it's just because we want to be a little bit more positive, a little bit more attacking. We are even starting on a positive mentality. If that doesn't work by the 30-minute mark, then I'm prepared to go and change it, but I do think we can start well and go and get those goals, and that could be the difference maker here in this game. McGonigal comes to collect that nice and easy routine save to start off this game here. As McGonigal goes and plays this ball long, we're being a bit, you can see here the kind of frantic ways we're playing, but maybe it'll pay off. Zeldin Rust, can he go all the way? Can he look to square it? Where will he go? Zeldin Rust play the ball and he finds Jean on the edge of the area. Jean with the shot, and he makes it 1-0 here in this game. We lead this tie here against Real Sociedad. It's a clinical finish from Jean, and he makes it 1-0, and this is the start I wanted, you know, just to get these early goals in, you know, set the tone nice and early, and then if we need to go and change and be a little bit more conservative in terms of having the ball, but also a little bit more in terms of you know, just keeping the making the chances and being better on the ball in general, we can be prepared to go and do that in the second half or whenever, because Real Sociedad have had more chances here in the opening part of this game than they did in the whole of the last game, as the headers are flying around here, and luckily it goes over the bar there. So that is something I'm prepared to do. It could even be the tactic going forward, because you know I really want to play a fluid attacking football, but at the end of the day we want to win. I'm not going to go like Pep Guardiola style, but if this I don't know what I was trying to say there, but I don't know who hit the shot. Zeldin Rust, I think it was. I just malfunctioned then, and I think he did as well. I don't know what he was thinking with that, but he nearly worked out. If this is how we need to play, then we'll go and do it. Stop shots like that. But Lozano at the near post. It's forced wide again. We are going for more goals here in this game. We are not stopping until we get a few more here by the looks of it. Can we get another one before the half mark? The ball is headed out here at the near post. It falls back to Zeldin Rust. The referee is in the way. Why is he in the way? It falls to Lebedev. Lebedev goes back to Ikac, but out wide to Cambindo. Lebedev, Cambindo, ball in. Who's there? It's a poor ball in the end from Cambindo. Don't know what he's doing on that side, but nonetheless, we need to be doing a little bit better with those chances. We might have another one here as we start the ball from the defense. I do think we need to, play, these midfielders need to bring a bit more calm. Maybe not. Why am I even saying this? Jean, he's in behind here. Can he look to square it? Where will he go? So threatening on the attack. Lebedev into the middle. Linda's there. Why is he gone for the header? It's cleared off the line. It goes back into Rodrigo. That is some interesting decision makings by all those players on the pitch. I don't know why Linda's gone for a header, considering he's like, 1'7" something, I don't know, and it's been cleared off the line. Oh, catch him off his line. No, he hasn't. Cambindo with the header into Jean Lebedev. None of them want to get a shot away. What are these lot doing here? It falls to Palladino. This has been a crazy game so far. Ikac goes back to Palladino. A little bit risky. We don't want to be caught vulnerable here. It falls to Rodrigo. Where will he go? Can he find Cambindo? What a ball that is. Cambindo, he's in behind. It falls back to Rodrigo. Can he look square? He beats his man. Rodrigo with the shot. It's cut out in the end by the Real Sociedad goalkeeper. We're having our chances now. They're coming thick and fast. And this is exactly what we need here in this game. A few more goals. One more before half time. Let's have it. Let's get this goal. Lozano's, I don't know what these choices are. What are we doing here? You know what? I'm going to do it before it just causes any risks. So we go a little bit more narrow, turn the tempo down, and then is there anything else? I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, that was literally it, just those two tactics, because in terms of going a bit more narrow, it keeps our shape, and in terms of turning the tempo down, we've played quite short passing as it is, but they just calm down a little bit more on the ball. I think it could be important. It's a ball in near post. Of course we win it. Jean could try and hit him on the counter-attack here, down the line. Zeldenrust is there. It's 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Can we play a ball in? Zeldenrust, he plays it back post into Rodrigo. Have the shot. He goes backwards all the way to Lind, back into Palladino. Finds Rodrigo. He's at the post. I can't believe it. What is going on in this game? Seriously, it's been crazy, absolutely crazy. Some of the decision making by some of these boys, if we don't come away with a result, is going to be seriously questioned. But in this first half, we've not been too bad. Can we get another goal before half time? Zeldenrust at the near post. Who will he find? It's into Lozano. It's not Lozano, it's Ikac. It falls to Rodrigo into Zeldenrust, he squares it. Lozano with the shot. 3-1 here in this game. Lozano didn't win the header, but he scored the goal instead. How about that from Lozano? And we lead 2-0 before half time here against Real Sociedad. It's been a very, very good performance from us across the two legs, and now into the second half of this game. What a crazy first half it's been, but it's into this second half which will decide whether or not we have a place in the semi-final of this competition, where we would play, by the looks of it, if we go and take a look, it's currently Man City, but if Atletico Madrid do score another goal, then that game there would be tied up. So anything could happen in that, really. We'll have to take a look, but we are 30 minutes away from getting a result in this game. We have absolutely dominated this Real Sociedad side. It's a shame we have to knock Real Sociedad out, but at the end of the day, we're trying to win that Champions League, and no team is going to step in the way of doing that at this rate. There's a chance for them though, into the near post. It's a quick corner. McGonnell luckily manages to save that. It's a good save. It was a very fast thinking corner, but luckily nothing comes from it. Krakov on. I think we bring Popov on. I think we bring Rudenko on. Just all the standard players, we're going to secure the back line. Palladino as well, and I think we go and bring on our guy Cuzzy as well. We'll bring him on for Zeldenrust. 5 changes. I'm not one to be afraid to do that. I don't see why managers don't do it more often, to be honest. I know it can be quite tough to do, having 5 players subbed, but I think it makes sense. It means there's no more stoppages as well, so we can just kind of get on with the game. I don't know, it's an interesting one, but we get 5 pairs of fresh legs on, and it could be important here in this game. It's a ball in back post, which Lozano gets cleared. It's gone out for a throw in on that far side. 15 minutes away from another semi-final. We just need to hold out here in this game, but you must admit we have been absolutely incredible. Less possession, but the amount of chances we've created. This is the attacking football that we spoke about for so long. It looks like it's going to be Man City in the semi-final, but here at the Donbass Arena, the full-time whistle goes and we are through to another semi-final. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave with this little tune and I'll see you again tomorrow for another semi-final. Thank you, bye bye.